Hey guys, it's cryptorocko back with our weekly crypto live stream. So in today's video, guys, I'm going to go through the coins that's been requested, and then if you have any questions, guys, I'll answer those questions. If there's any coins that are pumping, let me know, guys. I'll have a look and potentially take some live trades as well. You know, previous one that I did, a couple of coins that we looked at pumped. One of the trades I took worked out really well, so we'll have a look, see if we can get some good trades today as well. So guys, what we're going to welcome back, guys. It's cryptorocko back with our weekly live stream. In today's video, guys, we'll be looking at the coins that's been requested, some of the coins that are pumping, and then if you guys have any questions, we will take a look at that as well. So guys, what I will say is Bitcoin hasn't really moved as much as I would have liked, so that's not great for altcoins, but we are waiting for a big Bitcoin move, and if we do get that big Bitcoin move, it can be great for the altcoins that we will be looking at. So some of the altcoins that we will be looking at are, I'm going to wait 5-10 minutes for people to join, and then once everyone is joined, then I'm going to start the stream. In the meantime, if you have any questions, don't be shy to comment below, and then we will take a look at your questions as well. So let me wait 5-10 minutes for people to join, and then we're gonna start tonight's stream. Tonight's coin list is not as big, so hopefully we'll get to answer some of your questions tonight. So a few people that have joined now. Have you guys got any questions that you want me to answer while we're waiting for people to join? Few more people joining, that's good to see. VeChain has been on fire. Yes, VeChain has been really good. If you remember last week's stream, VeChain was one of the coins that I actually did not like when I was looking at it. But what we saw when it had a breakout, I posted it and let people know that that it was breaking out. I'll have a look at it, guys. VeChain is on the list. I'm sure it is on the list. Yeah, VeChain is on the top of the list. Last week the stream went on quite long. If you guys, I couldn't answer all your questions, so today I'll stay back, and if you have any questions, I'll definitely make sure I answer them for you. I'm watching Bitcoin very closely for this breakout. I really want Bitcoin to break out of this. It could be very, very bullish if Bitcoin can make a move up out of this. So people that are joining now, I'm giving people to join 5-10 minutes, well 6 minutes exactly, 6 minutes and 25 seconds. Then I'm going to start today's stream. Carver, yes, we can add Carver to the list. Carver was a really volatile coin to trade when it was pumping, so yes, I'll add Carver to the list, my friend. If you remember last week, when we were looking at, not last week, the week before, when we were looking at Carver, it was really interesting. And if you had sold when I told you guys to sell, if you were owning Carver, it would have been really good. Bybit, I try to stay away from these newer exchanges. I stick to, so the exchanges that I use, I'll make a post discussing all, I mean, if you scroll down to my YouTube information, you'll see which coins I trade, which exchanges I use. I mainly use Coinbase for hodling or trading longer term. I use Binance to trade my altcoins, and then for leverage trading I use bitmex. That's sort of my strategy. But yeah, those are the three exchanges that I use. You're happy to use other exchanges. Bybit, I know there's some volatility issues. Even, I mean, bitmex is not the best. Bitmex, there's loads of issues with bitmex as well, but I found bitmex better than some of the newer exchanges if you want to do leverage trading. I used to use Bitfinex, but I don't use that anymore, so I'd recommend, I won't recommend, I'll say you try it, but use the ones that everyone is using. Don't use one that someone on internet is telling you to use it, because they might be linked to it. You know, they might be getting commission for getting you to sign up to them. Again, you can use my links as well. You could say, oh, Rocko, you're giving us referral links. But I'm just saying the three exchanges that I particularly use, which is Coinbase for mainly taking big swing positions. Although Coinbase, the fees have gone up if you're not trading large positions, so that's not good. But I mainly, like I said, use Coinbase for mainly swing trading, use Binance for altcoin trading, and then I use bitmex for trading leverage. OMG, and is it NPX you mean, my friend, or is it NX? I've not really looked at NXS. I'll add NXS to the list, because I know there's NPXS. I think you mean NPXS. Nexus. Okay, yeah, I'll add Nexus to the list. I thought you were talking about NPXS. Right, it's almost coming to the time to start the stream. Let me just ask you guys, can you guys hear me okay? If you just give a thumbs up or say that yes, then I'll start the stream. Yes, VeChain and Neo is on the list, my friend. We will be looking at VeChain and Neo there, right at the top. It was funny that we were talking about Neo. I mean, if you checked out my videos, I'll share with you in a bit. I shared signals on Neo about Chinese coin pumping after the China news. People are getting bullish on them now, where you should have been bullish on them when, you know, China came out with that news. Okay, we'll start the stream, guys. And this is the list of coins that we're going to talk about today. Before I start again, can I just get a thumbs up that you can hear me well? You can see the screen clearly before I start talking for an hour. Just a thumbs up, or yes, everything's good before I start, please. Okay, yeah, that sounds good. People seem to be hearing me well and seeing well. If there's any issues in the stream, just comment below. I've got the comments in the screen next to me, so I can see if there's any issues with the screen, the display, or hearing, whatever. Just let me know. So we'll start with Bitcoin as usual. You guys know Bitcoin is king, so you should always be starting with Bitcoin. So Bitcoin had that crazy pump with the China news. China said they're going to be bullish on Bitcoin, and then we had that pump. Since that pump, I have been looking for a position. If you remember 2 weeks ago when I did my previous public live stream, I talked about looking to buy here, but we bounced close to it from here, and then we couldn't get above or close above this red zone. This red zone is very, very important. Once we couldn't close below this red zone, I was really bullish when this came up. When we couldn't close below the red zone, and we went almost a week or so, I was changing my bias to slightly bearish. And then what happened was we broke this level, and we had a pullback to the moving average, the strategy that I teach, and then it's been grinding lower. Now we're at the sort of a level where I actually do want to see a bounce. If we don't see a bounce from here, guys, and a breakout above, I'll probably start looking to sell. Maybe take a short if we break down below this, and a pullback to a moving average or short-term trading. I'll probably be looking to take a short. But this is a level which I think I filled one position which is at break even. I took another position that's in slightly profit. I want to see a volume increase. So if you guys are new, what I want to see, you can see the volume is dying down. I want to see a volume breakout and break into the red zone, and this is where I'll be looking to take profits. So that is sort of my strategy in Bitcoin. This is what I'm looking at. If we see Bitcoin break out of this hard, then you know what's going to happen, guys. It's not going to be very good for altcoins. So if you're trading a lot of altcoins, guys, you might want to take some profits on some of your altcoins if we do see a big Bitcoin breakout. If Bitcoin keeps squeezing, I'll probably cut my position at a loss. Again, I'm a trader. There's people that say they win all their trades. They're not traders. They're just scammers on the internet. If you trade, you have wins, you have losses. What's important is when you win big. When you lose less. And also, when you win more than you lose, or even if you can lose more than you win, your win percentage can be less than 50%. But if you win, like, if you lose $1, and if you win $8, even if you lose more than you win, overall you'll make money, and that's the goal of the game. You want to make money overall. So that's sort of my strategy on Bitcoin, guys. I'm looking for a bounce here. If you if you just told you don't lose, yes, I mean, I own some Bitcoin in cold storage that I'll never sell. I'll hodl. I'm a hodler in that way, just in Bitcoin. Altcoins I mainly trade. Bitcoin I trade as well, but there are some Bitcoin that I never sell. And I think I bought some Bitcoin around this zone 8,000. If you remember, I shared it with you, that I bought some Bitcoin here for long-term hodling. If Bitcoin drops to 5,000, 6,000, I'll buy some, and I'll never sell them unless it goes to like 100k or something. I'm going to be looking to buy at the 5,000, 6,000 zone for long-term hodling. But for trading, like I said, I'm trying for a bounce here. If it fails, I'll try again for a bounce there. If not, if it breaks below this, I'll probably try to short it into here as well. So that's sort of my trading strategy on Bitcoin, and everything else steams for Bitcoin. So make sure you always keep an eye out for Bitcoin, because your altcoins might suffer. So that's sort of my Bitcoin chart on Coinbase. You can see what I'm trying to do, the Bitcoin Euro chart. This is the chart I'm trading. So the next coin, guys, is Ethereum. So if you guys are wondering what coins we're reviewing today, I'll share that with you again. This is the full list of coins that we are looking at. So the next coin we're looking at is Ethereum. So let's have a look at Ethereum. Yes, my friend, that is a very smart thing to do if you're new to trading. Like, I've been trading for over 5-6 years, so I like to think I know what I'm doing, but even then I still hodl some. So that's a very good thing. If you're new to trading, I recommend even 10% or less to trading. Once you start making money, you can risk with a bit more, but that's a very good strategy to have. And my strategy that I teach, I always tell the people the first educational course, the first video is about risk management, where I tell people not to risk more than 1%. So sorry, let's have a look at Ethereum. I got distracted a bit. So Ethereum on the weekly chart, guys, we had that. Let's have a look. Ethereum is in a tight consolidation zone, as you can see. We're looking for a break out of this zone. We had that really big pullback. It did percent from here, and then we had a bit of a breakout, but we've not really seen follow through. So if you guys know how I trade, I don't just trade these diagonals as much. I try to wait for a break of a swing. So this is sort of the zone I'm looking for, the 195 to 200 zone. If we can break and close above 195 above 200, then I'll be very, very interested, guys. So that is sort of what I'm looking for Ethereum, to be bullish on Ethereum. Again, similar to what's going on with Bitcoin, we had that pump. We are consolidating here. If we don't see a pump soon, it might be bearish, especially if we break this red zone. So this is, in simple terms, what I'm looking at for Ethereum. Ethereum is not as bullish as Bitcoin in my opinion. If we break this red zone, guys, it's gonna be curtains for Ethereum. But if we break above the about 94,200, then you could wait for a setup. And people ask me my setup. I've got 10 hours worth of videos explaining my setup, but what I look for is a pullback, a breakout pullback, and we look to get in here at small risk, high risk to reward. Question: what are the chances of alts meeting or exceeding all-time highs in the coming bull run? I'll share with you my thoughts. My thoughts might not give you a lot of excitement. I think we are going to get an altcoin season where alts rally like crazy, but we might not get an altcoin season like we saw last time. It will be more tame, because I think previously everything was new. People thought everything's going to be going to 1,000, 100. People was just buying, gambling. I was, even myself, I'd just buy a coin, it would go down, I'd keep hodling because I know it will pump 10-20% another time. So do keep that in mind. But what I think about, most altcoins will go to zero. I think 90% will. Some will succeed in the future, some will hit all-time highs, but a lot of altcoins won't. So that's why I don't like to hodl altcoins. I usually trade Neo is the one that I kind of hodled for a bit, and I made a lot of loss on that. I bought some at 50 because I thought it's such a good price, good project, and then I had to sell it a lot lower. That's probably the only altcoin I hodl, apart from bats but that's more still swing trading. It was a very good position where I bought it, but mainly I hodl Bitcoin and altcoins I traded. Make sure you subscribe to my channel if you're watching, guys. I'll keep you guys up to date, what's going on. I try to give you signals on coins that work here. The top 3 China coins that I said Neo was in there about 2 weeks ago, so that would have been really good, and I shared the exact signal of when I bought and sold with exact stop level, where I was buying with exact stop level. So you can check that out if you want. So that's my thoughts on Ethereum. Another chart I really like is the Ethereum Bitcoin chart. Ethereum Bitcoin chart is in this zone again, in this range. It's not as interesting. I think that shows by not a lot of people are watching my stream today. Usually when we have breakouts, more people join me to watch the stream. Today, as you can see, we're in a range. We're not breaking out. This is probably the most important chart for altcoins, guys. If Ethereum Bitcoin breaks out above this 236 zone, guys, that can be very, very bullish for altcoins. This is the best indicator for altcoins. If altcoins break out above 22340, above the 236 Fibonacci level, this will be extremely bullish for altcoins. I'll make sure I make a video saying that it could be a mini altcoin season if we do. So what I am looking for is, I'll say hit it here, pull back, consolidate, and then break out. If it does that, guys, I will be really happy for altcoins. And if it does happen, next week's stream, I'm sure a lot more people will join us if that happens. So that's my quick 2 cents on Ethereum. So next coin we're going to be looking at is Litecoin, everyone's favorite coin, Litecoin. So Litecoin has been one of my best, the best trade of the year. If you remember, I was looking to buy Litecoin around this zone. It rallied up. I think I sold most of mine at 100, and I made a video about buy the rumor, sell the news event for Litecoin. And that's sort of exactly what happened. It came back. I've actually bought some at around $50. That was my strategy. And more of, again, Litecoin. I don't like Litecoin as much as I used to. I think Charlie Lee I've been a bit disappointed with the Litecoin projects. I don't know if people that are watching are big fans of Litecoin. I used to be a huge fan of Litecoin when they were talking about LitePay. I always talk about it in my videos. I've been involved with the project as well, and I have been very disappointed when the way they handled it's not so much them not delivering because they were making huge promises, but the way they worked out with the media as well. Not everybody's favorite. Do you mean Litecoin, my friend? Do you mean Litecoin is not everybody's favorite? Anyways, yeah, so that's my thoughts. I did buy some. I'm probably going to sell some around here. I'll see what happens. I'll probably sell half my position in Litecoin. I shared a signal as well, guys, to my group when I was looking to buy it. So what I am looking for Litecoin now, if Litecoin can get above this moving average, the weekly moving average, does a trend change. So by trend change, I mean, you know, it's higher high, it makes a high low and breaks out. The daily trend is already potentially changed. It's not very convincing. But if it does happen, guys, I will be quite interested. So break above sort of $65 is what I am looking for. LTC-BTC pattern is looking okay. It looks like a bottoming pattern. I talked about this level hodling. This level held strong. We had a strong move up. It could be ranging now for a bit, but if you remember, it looks similar to the Bitcoin bottom. So what we want to see is a break out of this zone above, which is sort of the 8,000 level. If it does do that, I'm gonna be a Litecoin fan again, but by fan I mean more of a trading fan rather than a fundamental fan. I've actually been involved with the Litecoin Foundation as well. That's how much I used to like it. The vision of it back in 2017, early 2018 was really good. Since then, you know, Charlie selling it and some of the news that's going on is not as good as it now. But yeah, if you're in the Litecoin trade, it's looking okay. I'd probably look to sell around the top of here and then wait for a break, because if you did buy at the double bottom, it would have been a really profitable trade. I took a small scalp trade around this zone. Still in a bit of a position. Maybe if it goes below the 200 moving average, I'll cut that position. But that's my thoughts on Litecoin, guys. It's sort of ranging, potentially bottoming. If it breaks out above this, I will be very excited. I'll make another Litecoin video for you all, but we'll have to see if it does break out above this. Next coin is probably, yes, it is everyone's favorite coin, and you guys already know what it is. It is XRP. I don't know if there was a little sarcasm there. So XRP, guys, I was quite bullish when it broke below, because I knew that people would look to sell. People will get fucked over. I'll swear, this is my channel, as you can see. And then it rallied. I made lots of videos about when I was buying a potential trend change on the daily, and then I got really bullish here. I was like, look, it could, with the news, that swell news coming out, we can have a big pump. And yes, that position was a break even and a loss. One was a winner, 5%, and one was a break even. I recommend you watch that video. I was wrong about XRP swell pump, and you can see how I trade, guys. I mean, if you just buy and hodl, even the neo trade, guys, I didn't just buy and make 25% profit. You know, people that are in my group saw it. I sold 5%. I took around 6% off because I didn't know it was going to pump 25%. I knew it was a good setup. I buy and then I take quick profit. Same with XRP. I'll try to show it to you. It's up more than 5%. I've taken profit. That was this pump, a little bit of push we had. I took profits here because I didn't know it was going to pump or not. And then it failed, and you know, I didn't lose as much. It was a break even. One was a profit. One hit my stop loss. That's the best way to trade. You have to be really quick. If you just buy and expect everything to go to 100, 200, you're not going to make money in the long run. You have to be really quick. So what am I looking for XRP? I'm probably slightly bullish on XRP at this red zone. You can see it's pumped so many times from this red zone. So I'll be bullish on this red zone for a bit, but that would more be from scalping point of view. Not going to be as excited. It's pumped few percents from the bottom, but it's not as good as it was. I mean, there's not much hype with XRP as it was with the swell pump. Usually after the swell pump, we do break down. So there are other coins that you could look to trade. I'm not really going to be looking to trade XRP at the moment, and if it does break below this, I wouldn't sell straight away. But if you break below this and can't get above, unlike here where we got below this, there's huge RSI divergence and we got back above. If we don't see that, guys, it could be curtains for XRP. We could look at 20 cents or even lower. I don't really want to make bad predictions for XRP, because XRP army is going to come and get me, but that's just my thoughts. The XRPBTC is trying to find a weekly higher low. So I'll clear up my chart for you. You can see I've not even been looking at XRP USD since it had a big breakdown. I think the XRPBTC chart looks okay. Seems to be forming a bottom. You could look to, you know, take some money or take trades from near here, guys. But I'm not really looking to trade this, guys. If it gets above the daily moving average, I might be interested, but at the moment, guys, there are other coins that you could be looking to trade. A few more requests of AGI and Insular. I'll add them to the list, my friend. So that is sort of what I am looking for XRP. I'm not as happy with XRP as I would have been. It's really strange, even with the swell the swell conference, that we couldn't get above the 30 cents level. It was really strange. I was really expecting a move to the 380 cents. Again, that wasn't a crazy prediction. I'd take a lot more trades myself, but on YouTube I share the trades that works really well, that are higher probability, and you know, the signals that I provide there, they're really the high probability trades. I take a lot more trades than that, but I only share the high probability trades, and I was really disappointed with XRP to say the least. But let's move on to the next one. There's not too much going on with XRP, like I've said. The next coin on the list is another one of people's favorite. It is, you guys can probably guess, Chainlink. So Chainlink kind of spooked me a bit, because if you guys remember, it's been another one of my great calls. I bought some Chainlink, it broke out, I took profits here, and then it ran up right up to there. It was another structure, and few people messaged me saying, Rocko, are you looking to buy this breakout? It's a pattern that you look for to your moving average. Are you looking to buy this? And I said, it looks a bit extended, it's not as high probability. Looking back, I probably should have taken a shorter term trade. I don't know if I was wrong or right. I didn't lose money on it, but I was wrong in the sense that it did move up, made a new high, then dropped. And then here again, it's rallying up again, which is kind of bullish, because previously when we've rallied like that, we dropped, rallied, dropped, rallied, dropped. So something could be happening. Even here, rallied, dropped, rallied, dropped. Something could be happening here, guys. I'm not too sure. This is, again, speculation. Trading is speculation, guys. It's all about odds. I've been looking at charts, you know, 10 hours, 20 hours a day for 5-6 years, and I've seen this pattern happen so many times. But I said I want XRP to, if you watch my, so not XRP, Link, if you watch my latest Link video, I recommend you watch it if you're interested in Link. I wanted it to consolidate further and then break out, pull back to maybe the green zone or the 200 moving average. But now, guys, if it breaks out above, I'll be looking to take a trade. I'll make a video for you guys, and then it could pump 20, 30, 40%. So if it does not a spikes, if it just spikes out, I won't be interested. What I will do is I'll go into the shorter time frame, use my strategy that I teach you guys, and look to take a trade. Yeah, no worries, Dan, thanks for joining. This stream will be up, so you'll be able to watch it. I'll also put a key next to it, so you can you can find the coins you want to watch. So thanks for joining us today, my friend. Do you think we could expect a 2x with Link in the next month or two? So 2x, do you think 2x with Bitcoin or dollar? So against Bitcoin, I think this red zone was sort of my prediction back when I made my prediction. Is really close to that red zone. I don't think we'll see a 2x in Link, because well, I might be wrong, because it could literally rally. So if it breaks out above this red zone, I will be really bullish on Link. And if it does this, it stays above this red zone, I will be very, very bullish on Link, my friend. So that is sort of my thoughts. Let's see if it can break above this red zone. That is my thoughts. If it does and it holds above it, it can run. We've seen it with Matic. Link is another pumpy coin, and it can easily happen. Let's take a look at the Link USD chart. I mainly trade from the Bitcoin chart, although I look at the Link USD chart. So Link USD chart, you can see sort of looking corrective, this pattern. We've seen it happen when it rallies and it drops. It rallies like this and it drops. So it's not as bullish as the Bitcoin chart, the way I look at it, the way I trade. But what I will be looking for is, to get rid of that. What I will be looking for is how it does at these two white levels, these white lines that I've drawn. If it can get above it, I need some more bullish price action as well. If it does, then it can be quite positive for Link. So something like this and trends higher. Not this sort of price action. This price action doesn't look as good to me. It looks like it's struggling to get above. But yeah, if we can get above, get a daily close above 33 cents, sorry, $3.3, then it can be very bullish for Link. I'll keep you guys up to date, but the LINKBTC chart, there's something going on, guys. I'm not too sure, but it is looking good. One warning signal is the volume. The volume has been quite low. So why did I not buy this? Because the volume was low. I was wrong, because it did rally like 20%, 30% even, but I was a bit disappointed because of the volume. So there needs to be a volume spike here. If you're looking to trade Link, my friend, there needs to be a volume spike out of this. If we get a volume spike out of this and a breakout and a close above this red zone, anything can happen. We've seen it with altcoins that can run like crazy. Yes, BAT is on the list, my friend. It's one of my favorite coins, and we will take a deeper look at it in BAT. I still hold some BAT, and I've shared a lot of signals to do with BAT. But the next coin that's on the list is ADA. Let's find ADA. Two coins, guys. EOS is not in today. Two signals I've provided in our educational group is ADA, and again, this is before the fact. This was posted 2 days ago. Is ADA and EOS. So keep an eye out for ADA and EOS, guys. So what I'm looking for ADA is a breakout out of this red zone. ADA is another coin that likes to pump quite hard. We've seen it happen a few times, and it's looking like it's forming a bottoming pattern here. It's finding some support. So let's see if ADA can have a break. If ADA can have a breakout, I'll let you guys know. But it can be very bullish for ADA, guys, if we can break out of this, guys. It stayed above the 236. It's trying to break above 382 now. So that is a level I'll be looking out for ADA. I don't know if there's any news coming out for ADA, but if ADA can break out of that red zone, guys, it can be very bullish for ADA. So I don't know if there's any ADA fans that are watching today. Make sure this is on the list, and if you don't have ADA, still have this on the list, guys, for a breakout out of this. And if you join my Facebook group, YouTube or Twitter, I'll try to keep you guys up to date if we do have that breakout. So that's quick update on ADA. The next coin on the list is VeChain. So let's have a quick look at VeChain. Again, VeChain wasn't even on my list a couple of weeks ago. Why? Because it was not really doing much. So if you remember last week where we were, not last week, the couple of weeks ago, the previous live stream that I done, VeChain was here, and I said if we do get a break above and a volume spike, which we got, then it would be very bullish. So this spike spooked me out. I was a bit disappointed, but then we see sort of still volume coming in, still buying pressure, and this was the candle where I was like, right, something's going on. A close above with a big green candle move. That's when I got interested, and then it gave perfect setup. This is where I bought some. Again, I don't know that I couldn't buy it here. I didn't get any pullback. This is where I bought. This is sort of my strategy that I teach in Forex, crypto, wherever it works. It's just candlesticks. It's just human emotions. I know there's bots as well, but at the end of the day, it's human emotions that drives the market. This is where I bought. I took some profit, a couple of percent above at the 200 moving average. Once we broke above it, it just been rallying. My target is this white line, but I'll see what happens if we get a 4-hourly trend change. It's looking slightly weaker. Yes, VeChain does have good fundamentals, but again, they've promised so much. They were another really good coin back earlier on, if you guys remember, but they promised so much. If the chart doesn't look good, I'll look to sell. I'm not gonna just buy and hodl unless you know people that are working with the VeChain team. I wouldn't just buy and hodl, my friend. That's just my 2 cents. But if, like I said, if VeChain if the chart still looks good, I'll keep buying VeChain. But if VeChain does have a breakdown, the 4-hourly trend change, so if it breaks down below, if you're long VeChain from a trading point of view, if you see it break down below sort of the 77 to 80 cents, I wouldn't just keep hodling. That's sort of my 2 cents with VeChain. The next coin on the list is one of my favorite coins, is BAT. So let's have a look at BAT. And I still own some BAT long term, guys. I really like this coin. Fundamentally, it's a coin that I really like. When BAT got above the red zone, I was like, this coin can rally hard. I provided exact signals with stops. This is not an after the fact. I shared it here. If you can go back and check it out. I made videos on BAT as well. I might make another video on BAT if it breaks out above the 236. So it broke above the 20 moving average. It hit the 236 level to the pip. That's the Fibonacci retracements that I use. Pulled back to the moving average, held it, moved back up, trying to push up. If we get a break above the 450 sort of level, it can do what Link's done this year, where it just kept rallying. BAT can pull another one like that, and BAT is a coin that fundamentally is sound. I really like BAT fundamentally, so let's see if BAT can do that. I'll keep you guys up to date if BAT does do it. But you can see this was another quick signal where it actually pulled back, broke out above my moving average, pulled back. You could have gone into the 4-hourly, looked for a setup, and took a trade. All the moving averages are bullish. You can see, I don't know if you can see them, the 12 above 20, above 50, about 200. It is looking very, very strong BAT. If you are in BAT, start taking some profits around 320 to 330, 340 level. I'll be start looking to take some profits, and if it breaks above that red zone, let's go back to the weekly. If it does break out of that 236 level, I'll look to buy more BAT. But I have bought some BAT below here that I'm gonna hodl for a bit, because I do like BAT. If Bitcoin does not do anything crazy, I think BAT can have a really good year fundamentally. Next coin is Neo. I know Neo is a coin that a lot of people are looking at now. Do you think that we're entering a bull market? It's very difficult to say. So by bull market, I think you mean Bitcoin. I've shared with you my thoughts on Bitcoin. I'll answer this question really quickly. If Bitcoin can quickly get above 9,600, then I think we'll get towards the end of the year, we'll see a move to run the 12,000, 13,000, even higher. But if Bitcoin cannot, if it rallies, it can't get above this red zone and pushes down again, I can give you Elliott wave theory or whatever. In simple terms, if Bitcoin can't get above that, guys, it's not going to be very bullish. We've broken below the weekly 20 moving average. In the bull market, we can see it always held that weekly 20 moving average, so it is not looking as good. But if it can break above that red zone, like I said, I'll change my mind. But at the moment, the signals are not very clear on Bitcoin, and everything depends on Bitcoin. So yes, that's just my quick 2 cents. Alright, I'll go back to Neo, guys. I did start looking at Neo. So Neo had that crazy move that we saw. It rallied hard, and no one could have caught that move, because how do you know China was gonna come out with that news? But once that move happened, that's when I shared some signals, and I made a Neo video on here, but I shared the exact signal of where I was looking to buy, which stop below, and how to take profit. So we took some profits, quick profits here, and then we rallied hard for 25%. I took another trade when it broke above that red zone. At the moment it's pulling back. I'll probably go down to the daily time frame now and look for around 1300 to look to buy some Neo if you like Neo. And my target for Neo, I've got it in yellow line, is 1730. If we can get above that, you could probably potentially call it a trend change even, but 1700 to 1800 in Neo is going to be a very, very big resistance point. You can see there's a lot of Fibonacci confluence, and yes, I'll probably look to take some profits there. If you look to buy here or you're already in it, take some profits, and I'll probably sell most of it there, and if we can get above it, then you could look to buy again. One quick trading tip, I know a few people are watching now, is you can always buy back again. If you lose a trade, it doesn't mean you can't buy again. You can always go back and buy again. That's just a free tip, guys. You can always go back, always go back and buy again. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong, but I'll go back and buy again. Very quick tip, guys, but make sure that's something that I learned the hard way. My thoughts on halving: usually, if you look at history, previously every time during halving it rallied, but I'd think that it will rally hard, but I'm not sure if it will. I'll look at the charts like I shared with you. If Bitcoin doesn't do what I said a couple of minutes ago, even with the halving, I'm not just going to buy blindly. If it drops to 5,000, I'll probably buy some, but I'm not just going to buy and hodl because of the halving, because markets might spook you out. You know, the XRP swell event, previous 2-3 swell events, it pumped hard. This one, it didn't. So our job as traders is, if we're wrong, make sure we don't lose as much. I do have a Telegram group at the moment. You can check it out, but I don't really provide as much signals. I run this live educational group where I'm teaching my strategy weekly. I share a video and it take you through my strategy, so you can check that out if you want. And then I might look to create a Facebook or a Telegram group where I go live probably every day or every other day and share signals. I might do that next year, but at the moment I'm teaching my course, so my full strategy from beginning, moving average, just master one thing. I try to tell people on the group, don't try and master RSI, stochastics, every little thing. Just master one thing. I share signals as well, but this group is more than the signals. I actually want to teach you my course and want you to learn from it rather than just use the signals. I want you to be able to create your own signals. I'll leave the links below if you guys are interested. Right, so got distracted again. The next coin we will be looking at is Matic. So let's have a look at Matic. It's not really doing much. It's in a tight consolidation pattern. It's been so slow, Matic. There's other coins you could look to trade. Unless Matic gets above that red zone, it's not as bullish, to be honest. You could look to trade it using my 4-hour strategy. Yeah, the RSI divergence oversold here. You could have taken a trade. But yeah, it's been very, very slow, guys. I'm not too sure. Longer term position. Matic needs to get above sort of 194. If it gets above 194, I'll look to buy, and if it gets above 250, I'll be even more bullish. But at the moment, there are other coins you could be looking to trade. I might be wrong. If Matic does break out like VeChain, I said I'm not interested in VeChain 3 weeks ago, but after VeChain did what I wanted to do, again, as a trader you can be wrong, but when VeChain broke out of the 46 level, that's when I got interested, and this is where I took the trade. If you missed the first breakout, that's fine. I bought it a lot higher up, but then it ran 60%, and I actually sold most of mine around 25-30%. But you can see you can always buy back even if you miss it. So I don't want to just buy now and for it to just keep moving sideways. I want to be trading coins that are trending and are breaking out. My next video on the educational group is going to be about how to find coins that pumps. So that is my thoughts on Matic. Short and sweet. Ontology, let's have a look at Ontology. Is the next coin on the list. Where is Ontology? So So ontology has not really done much. I did buy some ontology. That trade did not work for me. So I bought some ontology at the breakout, and I was hoping for a push into the red zone. It's not really done much. So this is where I'm looking at. I'm still interested in ontology because Neo has pumped. Ontology is in the top 3 coins to buy that I posted 2 weeks ago. If you had bought it, it did rally a little bit using the pullback strategy that I teach. You could have got about 12%. Unfortunately, I didn't take profits. It's back to where I entered. So yeah, it's not as good. I would like a breakout out of that 236 level. So this red zone, even if you buy, take profit at the red zone, will be my tips for you. Yes, if Bitcoin goes sideways, altcoins can run. So that is my quick update on ontology. TRX, let's have a quick look. I'll try to go through these coins now because the stream is getting a bit long. Next coin is TRX. It's also on my list. TRX is moving up and up and up. It's at the 236 level, so it's in a zone where I do not like to trade. When it got above the 236, if you bought, you would have had a nice little rally, about 13%. At the moment, it's still above our daily moving average, so you could look to take trades. If you do look to my targets, when I said TRX can pump, because Justin Sun is a guy who loves to pump his coins. Justin Sun is like, I'm not calling it a scammer, but he loves pumping coins. My target was this green zone. So if you're owning TRX, have your stop below sort of 200 level and target 266. That will be my thoughts on it. But this price action doesn't look as bullish to me. It looks similar to this, you know, sort of 3 drives. So if it does break down, please sell, guys, because Justin Sun, that guy, he's a crazy guy. He loves pumping his coins. He makes announcements about making announcements about making announcements. And it's at the weekly 20 moving average as well. So yeah, we've seen it happen before, haven't we? Move to the weekly 20 moving average, pull back, move to the weekly 20 average, pull back. So if you are in TRX trade, I did take some TRX trade, but mainly just trading, not longer term positions. So yeah, that's my quick thoughts on TRX. KMD is one of my favorite, not one of my favorite coins. It's one of the guys that trade in my group. He says KMD works really well with my strategy. I might actually have to add KMD to my watch list. KMD is not on my watch list, but KMD is a coin that loves to pump. And the reason why I talked about it even before I opened it, sorry, someone's requested a coin to look at one. I'm going to add one to my list, my friend. This is the list that we're going through, so you haven't got much longer left. I'm going to look at one chain. So yes, KMD loves to pump. You can see pullback to moving average. RSI gets sold out. Nice trend above. And this coin works really well with my strategy. So if you're looking to day trade coins, this could be on your list. Gets above the 236 level. If you are trading it, you might want to take some profits at the 618 level, my friend. And then yes, see if it wait for a bigger pullback on the daily time frame. Look to buy around 900 sort of level. That will be my thoughts. But if you're new, guys, YouTube guys, if you like what I do, make sure you subscribe to my channel and turn on the notification button. And if you are looking to trade coins, I definitely recommend you look at KMD for shorter term trading. It really works well with my strategy, and especially when there's volume spikes like this, it works really well. So next coin on the list is Carver. Carver is not actually on my watch list. I believe it's the newer Binance IEO coins, which also are on your longer term list. I mainly hodl Bitcoin, my friend. I don't want to just tell you about the small coins that I hold. But I'm mainly about 80-90%. I don't really hold much. I'm more of a trader, but it's mainly Bitcoin that I store, cold storage, that I have Bitcoins. But apart from that, I like BAT. I hold some BAT, but I don't really, hodl as much. I'm more of a trader, buying, swing trading as well. You've seen swing trading with Neo that I've shared with you. on YouTube. Again, you can see exactly when I bought, exactly when I sold. Matic, Chainlink, these are some of the good coins. VeChain, even, they're a good project. Link is trying to do some cool stuff. So yeah, find a coin that's actually doing stuff, not just, you know, pumping. And yeah, if you look to want to hodl, that's up to you, but I'm more of a trader. So Carver is not, it's a different sort of pattern. I mean, it looks similar to XLM, doesn't it? It's like a big long consolidation here. I'm trying to probably force it into a structure, but sort of a triangle structure. So last week someone asked me, should we look to buy Carver? I said if it closes above this, you can buy. It's at the 618 level. This is another zone forming, probably even stronger now. If Carver has a breakout, actually I might add this to my watch list. If Carver breaks out of the 1400 level, I'll go down to the shorter time frames and look to buy. So someone who requested Carver, I'm gonna add Carver to my list. I know nothing about this coin. I believe it's is it an REO? If someone's watching, the guy who requested Carver, is it a Binance REO? But yeah, this coin can pump. I'll keep an eye out for it, guys. Maybe I'll set an alert. Yeah, I'll set an alert for it. If I might be able to buy some Carver. Yeah, this coin might pump actually. Yeah, I'll have a look at Carver, guys. Yeah, but it's looking okay. If you are in Carver, guys, it's hunky dory for you. Next coin that's been requested is not VeChain, OMG. Let's have a look at OMG for you. Omisigo, again, one of the really popular coins, so hyped up. If I did this stream 2 years ago, everyone will be telling me, oh Rocko, you're sleeping on OMG. OMG is the next thing, buy OMG, hodl OMG. And OMG literally messed a lot of people up. Look at that chart. Down 98%. Do you mean about Carver, my friend, that you have no idea what Carver is? Yeah, you can see on OMG, it's never got below the weekly 20 moving average, and once it did, I was getting bullish on it. I think I took a trade. One was a profit, one was a loss, but it couldn't stay above it. On the daily, it is looking like a bottoming pattern. Is OMG breaking out? Who requested OMG? I'm gonna add OMG to my list. So I might even take a live trade here, to be honest. It's not the best trade because it's in a huge downtrend on the weekly. What's the volume like? Oh, I want a bit more volume. If the volume was here, I probably would have taken a trade live. It's just the volume is below the volume moving average. Yeah, this is not looking too bad. Let's see what it does. Let's see if it can do something like this. It's not looking too bad, this coin, guys. Yeah, I'll come back to OMG at the end of the stream, see if it's moved at all. But OMG is not looking too bad. If volume was here, I'd definitely buy. But if you are looking to trade this coin, guys, there's potential trade at OMG here, guys. Let's have a look if it does anything. Potential live trade to the exciting time. See if it does work. Well, I'll come back to this, guy, see if it moves. But yeah, I don't know who requested it. The guy who requested it, thank you. Because I do this stream. I mean, you might be thinking, oh, Rocko is trying to sell his course. If you buy it, great. All I ask from you guys is to subscribe and like. That's put a lot of work into it. But what I really like doing is learning from you. You know, someone told me about VeChain, and I was then looking at VeChain, and I got a really good trade out of it. I made more money on this trade than if you guys bought my course. So I want to make it like a working group. I can learn from you guys, and we can work together. I've only got, you know, one set of eyes. I can't keep an eye on every coin, so I want you guys to help me in looking at coins as well. So Nexus